Hi, we're Group 11. This is our presentation from Mia Chocolate. I'm Sean Mason.
I'm Marc Lucas.
I'm Jordan Masterson.
I'm Seamus Ingle.
I'm Aine Kennedy.
I'm Sinead Marron.
MIA was founded in November 2017, and while it's managed in Belgium, all of the sourcing of ingredients and production remains in Africa. This is part of one of MIA's core values, which is to provide jobs to African people and leave the majority of the value chain in Africa. So our main idea is that MIA should probably try to access two European airports. Those airports are Dublin Airport in Ireland and London Heathrow in the UK. The reason for starting with just two airports is that MIA have a small amount of resources, limited resources, and we believe that Dublin and Heathrow offer a great opportunity and a great starting point before a future decision on expanding outwards into Europe. The reason for picking Dublin and London Heathrow was because of the easy logistics between the two locations. It's relatively cheap and relatively easy to transport stock from MIA manufacturers to London and to Dublin. And in those airports, we have decided to access the duty-free retailers. The reason for doing so is, again, partly because of logistics, in that once the stock has arrived in the airport, it's relatively easy to get it to the duty-free retailers. On top of that, we were looking to aim for specific terminals. In Dublin, this is Terminal 2. The reason for doing that is it mainly hosts premium carriers and hosts transatlantic flights to the US. In Heathrow, we want to target the T3 and T4 because, again, premium carriers have flights going through these terminals, and as well as that, there's transatlantic and long-haul flights. The passengers on those flights are less price sensitive than average, and for that reason, that's why we want to target them.
Just continuing on from Mark's point, we feel that these two airports and three terminals are the best starting point for Mia's entrance into the wider European market. These airports and terminals offer close proximity to each other, making it easier and less expensive for logistics for Mia. Terminal 3 in Heathrow is home to 18 different airlines. These airlines include Qantas and American Airlines. Terminal 3 is home to many long-haul flights and transatlantic flights. On average, 17.7 million passengers a year pass through this terminal. Terminal 4 in Heathrow is home to short-haul flights and 34 airlines. These airlines include KLM and Etihad Airlines. 9.5 million passengers a year pass through this terminal. In 2014, a £200 million refurbishment was completed. Terminal 2 in Dublin is home to Delta and American Airlines. It is a stopover for many transatlantic flights and is Europe's only US pre-clearance location. The next one being in Dubai. These two airports offer Mia substantial opportunities to gain popularity and expand outwards into Europe.
Mia Chocolate will face varying competition depending on each store it is sold through, due to the different products being offered by the retail stores. As there is a limited daily traffic in the airports, Mia would also indirectly compete with other stores, such as Butler's Coffee and Chocolate Store or Marks and Spencer's. The Loop has a large selection of chocolate brands at varying prices. The selection of chocolate products are positioned differently to appeal to different consumer segments. Examples include Butler's selection boxes, on-the-go snacks, and Guinness export dark chocolate truffles. Mia is priced on the low end compared to other chocolate brands, which could be an opportunity to compete on price. In both Dublin and Heathrow, duty-free chocolate brands have positioned themselves as potential gifts and souvenirs by leveraging local brands to associate themselves with the country. Examples of this include Bailey's Chocolate and Butler's A Gift from London chocolate bar. In the world duty-free in Heathrow Airport, there is significantly more competition with products having a lower average price. Mia will have a difficult time competing on price with Thornton's selling a larger bar for £2.60. It is likely that in world duty-free, Mia would have to focus on its universal selling point more to differentiate itself from its competitors.
We propose to market the Mia Chocolate Bar to any person travelling with a disposable income. We decided to choose this target market as, with Mia being branded as a luxury product, we felt that any person travelling will more than likely have more disposable money which could be used for gift purchases. The unique selling point for the Mia Chocolate Bar is that it is the only chocolate bar sourced and produced in Africa. Mia are not restricting the African community to only allowing them to provide the cocoa bean, but are encouraging them to be involved in the process of creating the chocolate bar, and in turn, Mia are trying to reduce poverty in third world countries.
As Mia is an expensive chocolate bar, in order to attract brand awareness and push sales, we will be engaging in sampling so people can try how delicious the bar is and hopefully then make a purchase of the bar. Social media is a huge part of everybody's lives, with most people accessing it every day. In order to attract attention for the brand, we will be sending out PR gifts of the chocolate bar to online influencers and travel bloggers in hope that they'll post about it on their stories and tell their followers how delicious the bar is. We propose doing a collaboration with top influencers in Ireland and England to get more attention for the bar. An example of this would be Pippa O'Connor, who is often documenting her travels abroad. She has 326,000 followers on Instagram, which if she posted about Mia chocolate on her stories, about how delicious it is, and encouraged her followers to go over and buy a bar as a gift, it would be great advertising for Mia.
Given the high footfall found in these airports, it is a great opportunity to provide sales to Mia. To best target the affluent customers who may be shopping for gifts, we recommend entering into the airport-specific retailers of the Loop and World Duty Free. We can further target this segment with select terminals that have been outlined previously. These terminals will better suit the premium customer we are aiming for and hopefully increase sales. Current trends in this area of airport shopping suggest that product stands are the way to go. Any shelf branding should draw on Mia's country of origin, as African cocoa is a quality ingredient and will carry a positive association for this proud African chocolate. Mia's wide range of products would work well with a 3 for 2 or similar price promotion, as it encourages customers to try the different flavours. As previously mentioned, sampling will also help this effort.
In conclusion, we believe that MIA should approach London Heathrow Airport and Dublin Airport, primarily because of their limited resources and that they don't have the financial means or the stock means to do it either, to expand into Europe. We also believe it's a good opportunity logistically in that the two locations are close to each other, so logistics and stock would be a relatively easy task. As well as that, we believe it's a good opportunity before expanding to analyse purchasing data on a small scale before any future decisions on expansion. We chose airports mainly because it holds people that are in our target market. Airports have a higher concentration on average of people with disposable income and people who are traveling to different destinations who have an increased likelihood of being interested in culture. MIA, with a culturally significant chocolate bar made and sourced in Africa, would appeal to these customers. In terms of social media, we wanted to approach Pippa O'Connor, who is a top Irish lifestyle influencer, because we believe her following matches our target market nearly exactly. We believe that she will be able to promote our brand, promote brand awareness, alongside MIA's strong social media presence already. Our final conclusion was that of the unique selling point. We believe the chocolate bar is a very, very rare product in Irish markets and in the UK markets, in that it is a fully African produced and sourced product. And we believe this is an important thing to mention our key messaging to communicate to ethical consumers who happen to be a growing part of the population.
Finally, we would like to say thank you to Dr. O'Connor and MIA Chocolate for this opportunity. We hope you enjoyed our presentation.